What up, guys? Listen, on this video, we're going to talk about how to have endless energy. The first thing first, you see what I have here? This is called water. A lot of people don't drink water, right? So your daily habits, you got to be really mindful of every single little thing you do from the moment you wake up, right? So the first thing you do when you wake up, guys, is you're typically dehydrated. You want to drink water right away. Doesn't matter what else you want to do right after. Drink coffee, smoke a cigarette, whatever the bad habit is that you have. Like for me, for example, is coffee. I'm a coffee addict. Look at that. Right? Have it right here. So the first thing first is when you wake up, I'm telling you, most people should be drinking two to three, actually no, from 3 to 5 liters of water every single day, and they don't. This can avoid so many things. So a hydrated mind is a strong mind. Not only that, if you're fully hydrated, you avoid even migraines. If you're suffering from headaches all the time, I promise you, it's either one or two things. Typically, it's either one, you're dehydrated, so you don't drink enough water. Second thing is you never get enough sleep, right? So sometimes if you just take a nap, the headache goes away. So that's number one, how to have endless energy. Why am I talking about this topic? Is because a lot of people cannot get anything done during the day, anything productive, because they always feel non-motivated. They don't feel like doing anything. They have, they have the, what is it, the frog brain frog, sorry, right? They can't seem to be wanting to do anything. They want to take a nap. They feel sleepy, whatever. This comes from somewhere. So hydration, number one, that will help. Number two, what I found that helped also, guys, be very mindful of the foods that you consume during the day. So if you eat a lot of carbs, for example, or you overeat, if you're too full, just pay attention to your body. Instantly you feel sleepy. Instantly you want to take a nap. See, so listen, there's actually a study on this, right? Remember, we have this animalistic kind of side in us, right? So we're meant to stay in hunt mode. We're meant to be hunting. Now, what happens to a lion or even a big snake when they eat their whole prey and they're completely full? They just lay there and go to sleep. So same thing happened to you. You got to be mindful of this, right? If you overeat to the point where you're super full, what happens is you start having brain fog. You want to go take a nap. You want to chill. So what you want is, I promise you guys, try this. You have nothing to lose anyway. Just try it a week and see how you feel, right? If you're eating during the day, try to not be full over 80%. So always have that little hunger edgy, at least during the day, right? It keeps you in hunting mode. It keeps you light, motivated. It keeps you out of wanting to take a nap. Instead you can put that all that energy, all that little hunger energy into like more productive. You're way more focused, right? This is why fasting, if you do a research on fasting, whether you call it intermediary fasting or fasting all day, those people are typically, people that fast are typically way more productive, and it's good for the health anyway. So number one, hydration. Number two, don't overeat during the day. It puts you in a lazy mode. Number three, take care of your body. Be healthy, right? Every single day, do a physical activity. Even if it's push-ups, even if it's 100 push-ups, I guarantee you it will put you in a productive mode. It will put you in a let me go hunt mode. Plus, it keeps you in shape. So every single day, even if you're the type of person that don't like going to the gym, do a physical activity, whether that be jogging, running, doing 100 push-ups at home. You can do 30, take a pause and do another 30, whatever the case may be. But you want to exercise every single day. If you just do these three things I think I just mentioned, you will have endless energy during the day to be productive. You will have endless energy during the day to be productive. Remember, your mind is not your best friend. This is something, guys, this is real. There's a study on this. Your mind, your brain is not your brain, I mean, not your brain is not your best friend. Your brain typically, because of efficiency, it always leads you to a lazy path. So for example, it's way easier and it's cheap dopamine to sit on the Zoom or on YouTube and scroll all day, or sit on the Zoom and listen to somebody, than you actually going and sitting down and calling motivated sellers. That's a way harder task, right? And the reason is, remember what I said, we're quote unquote animals now. I'm not trying to sell you the Darwin theory of evolution, right? That's not what I'm talking about. But what I mean by that is, because our ancestors used to hunt all the time, the brain for generations and generations has been trained for efficiency to help you keep energy so you can keep hunting, right? But nowadays there is no way you're working 10 hours and you don't have enough energy to find, I mean, you don't have food to get energy, right? You don't have to go out and hunt. I don't think any of you right now, unless you hunt, you're not going to eat. But the brain still behave like that. It's the same thing when you see a child, right? A child, if you put a toy in front of a child and the child start crying and then start crying aloud and then start crying aloud, is way more efficient for the child to cry and you take the toy and hand it over to the child, and it's way harder for the child to crawl and go and grab the toy. So the child, not even knowing, but the brain is leading the child to try to save energy. So this is, it happens to us the same way, right? It's way easier to wake up and go, I want to quit my 9 to 5. I should be making the calls, trying to get deals, but the brain leads you into, is way easier to just jump on a Zoom, watch it for 8 hours, go on YouTube and watch video after video, pretending that you're doing research and learning, right? It's cheap dopamine, right? Watch Netflix, watch a movie, then another movie, then you start watching a series, then you do like bench watching, right? So be mindful of your brain. Your brain is not your best friend. You gotta train it to not go for cheap dopamine, which is scrolling through social media, endless scrolling, not doing anything, watching endless videos, not doing anything. Instead of doing push-ups, you sit there and eat whatever you're eating that's keeping you unhealthy. But be mindful of those things and train your brain to actually do the hard dopamine task, right? The hard dopamine task is you do the hard work, you actually do the push-ups, even though it hurts, but at the end you feel way better. Making the calls that would lead you to start getting deals, even though it hurts, the rejection hurts, and is boring to sit there and just dial on these numbers and keep persisting and learning how to get better on the phone. But the result is way better and is, longer lasting, uh, is a longer lasting, better fulfilling feeling, if that makes any sense, right? So be mindful of those things, guys. But if you want to have endless energy during the day, definitely make sure you're always hydrated. Drink a lot of water. Don't be drinking a lot of soda, or you can, but like make sure you at least drink 3 to 5 liters of water a day. Number two is avoid cheap dopamine. It actually depletes you from the dopamine that you need to be productive. Number three, do a physical activity every single day. Force yourself in any way, shape, or form you can to do a physical activity, keep yourself in shape. And then obviously, number four, remember your why. That also helps. But right now we're talking about energy, and without energy, there's not, you can't do anything. If you constantly feel sleepy, if you constantly have brain fog, you can't do anything productive. As soon as you try to do something, you just want to go take a nap. So guys, be mindful of that, and remember, your brain is not your best friend. You gotta teach it to do the hard stuff, not the easy stuff. All right. Until next time, stay bold and be bold. Boom, 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 guys.